if we get one laugh out of that material, we're going to use it again. How about some early American furniture, little chairs carved by a chainsaw? What do you think about that? Hey folks, this is Ohio Pine. I'm a Buckeye. We're at the Paul Bunyan Show. It don't get no gooder than that, does it? Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to pass these out as souvenirs. We're going to ask, we got any birthdays in the crowd? Any kids celebrating a birthday? Any big kids celebrating a birthday? Uh-huh. Well, we got people pointing at people. We don't have hands going on. I tell you what, it's a heck of a crowd. You realize you're one of the 2 top crowds we've had today? Okay, Dale's going to pass those out as souvenirs to the Great Lakes Timber Show. There's one, a princess out in the front row there, Dale. How about a big round of applause for our friends who got chairs? All right. Now, I will tell you this. If there's someone out there that's emotionally distraught, possibly scarred for life, maybe going to go into a deep state of depression because you did not get one of those chairs, I want you to come see me personally after the show. I'll let you fill your pockets up, all the chips and sawdust you can carry. Okay. Who wants to see some axe throwing? We're going to be throwing double bit cruisers axes. They have to weigh at least 2.5 pounds. They have to have a handle of at least 24 inches in length. It can be heavier and it can be longer. We throw from a line here that's 20 feet away from the target. The bullseye is 60 inches off the ground. Scoring goes as such. Any part of the lead edge of the axe hits that bullseye, you're awarded 5 points. Next ring is 4, next ring is 3, next ring is 2. In actual competition, there'd be a white ring around it, and that'd be a 1. In actual competition, like was yesterday, going to be today. Anyway, in actual competition, the judge would watch to make sure you wouldn't step over the line. If you did, you'd be DQ'd. Actual competition, the judge would say, does it count or is it practice? Well, if you say practice, you throw a bullseye, too bad, so sad, Charlie, it don't count. Our boss, Mr. Bruce Belanger, did not like those rules. He has developed what he calls the optional throw. We throw it, if we like it, we keep it. And if not, we have the option of throwing again. And my, how our scores have gone up. So, folks, I'm going to tell you a little secret. We live in the greatest country in the world, and that's all there is to it. Sometimes people need to be reminded of that. But here we are today. You're doing what you want to do in a free country. We are in the greatest country in the world. So, we're going to divide this crowd in half. Okay, right down the center. Everybody to that side there, you're going to be cheering for Dale. What do you say about Dale? And everybody on this side, you're stuck with yours truly. What do you say? So what we're going to do, since we live in the greatest country, we're going to have a little social experiment here. Today, we're going to bring the right and the left together. I think that needs to happen on a bigger scale. You guys can cheer for either one of us. How's that sound? All right, all right. Last thing I'm going to do right now is tell you this one. This is the most serious part of our show, and I do it every show. I take my hat off and I ask, do we have any active or retired military personnel, police, firefighters, EMT, first responders, Homeland Security, truck drivers, teachers, nurses, or farmers in the crowd? Come on, get your hands up. Get them up. Get them up. Everybody give them a round of applause. We live in a free country and their service is keeping it that way. It only took a pandemic for us to realize the American trucker was so important. And if you ever badmouth a farmer with your mouth full, you need to be talked to. And lastly, last public service announcement's this. We love to hear the cheering, but remember, it's not wise to boo a man with an axe in his hand. Okay, are you ready, Dale? See if he can go up there and toe that line and let her fly. He's solid 4, folks, right there, solid 4.
cut the white. So 3. All you have to do is cut the color to get the higher point value, by the way.
Oh, he's closer. That's a solid 4. Almost in there.
All right, now, Zach is 1 point behind, so he's going to take the final throw first. We'd like to see him hit a bullseye here, help him out. I can't tell from here. He got it. All right, that's a 5. That gives him 12 out of 15. So
12 out of 15. Yep. Do what? And there's a 5 right there. What'd you total out at? 13, 14, 13, 13 out of 15. You're champion today, folks. Let him hear it. All right, all right. Yeah, some days you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. You never know. Okay, the next event we're going to do is an event that takes place at the Ohio State Championships yesterday and at the International Championships today. It's called the underhand block chop or the horizontal block chop. This is to simulate when the tree has been felled. Back in the day, they would mark the log for length and then they have to cut it off. Well, depending upon the terrain, they'd use either an axe or a crosscut saw. So Dale's going to get on that block of wood there. It's about a 9.5, 10-inch round. He's got it all peeled down, so all the bark's off of it. He's going to go halfway through, turn, and finish on the other side. Now, he will be finishing the way he's standing right now. That way, when he breaks through, if he were to lose control of the axe, it would go out that way and not towards the crowd. So, I got to ask, anybody out there want to take a guess on how fast Dale's going to hit that block and get through it? Anybody want to take a guess? How long? What was that? 30 seconds? 40 seconds? 30? And I got 22 over here. Okay. I got the stopwatch right here. He's turned around. Dale, are you ready? Okay. Now that axe right there is a working axe. He uses all the time. Razor sharp. So, hey, come on now. Anyway. Okay, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, what? You forgot something very important. What could that be? I would say that's a major adjustment. Okay, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Stopwatch is running, big chips coming out the backside. He goes systematically, 1, 2, 1, 2, making a loop around there. He's got a chip side and a drive side. He just put his drivers in. Now he's starting the same process on the other side. That's known as the backside. If you cheer him on, he'll probably work a little bit harder. There he goes. He's going at it pretty good, folks. Let him hear it. About ready to bust through there. About ready to bust through. There it goes. 27 seconds. What do you think about that? Very good. Good job, Dale. Plum turtle. Okay, one more round for Dale in the block chop. All right, all right. Now, while he's putting his axe away and getting his wind back, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the days of yesteryear. The lumberjacks back in the day didn't have the fancy equipment that's out there. They basically had a few things. They had their wit, they had their brawn, and they also had simple tools to use. There were no major highways. What they used the rivers. They floated the logs in the spring down to the mill. Sometimes it'd be a very, very long way to go on that river. But like I said, they have simple tools to use. I enjoy this because I'm a retired teacher. I taught school for 30 years, and I enjoy telling you about this stuff. Anybody want to take a guess on what I taught? No? I always hear that. I'll give you a hint. I was in the biggest room in the building. Physical education. Okay, I'd like to start out with this saw right here and ask if anybody can tell me what kind of saw this is, besides a rusty hot saw. Yep, this is an antique ice saw. This saw was used to harvest ice out of lakes and rivers, cut it in block form, take those blocks of ice by wagon to a cave, a cavern, or a well-insulated ice house. Then, in the summer months, an insulated wagon would come by, they'd get the blocks in there and go to people's residences or even some businesses, okay? Now, kids, big kids, any kids, you go in the kitchen to get a cold glass of milk, you're gonna reach in the what to get it? Refrigerator. Kids my age and older, the forerunner to the refrigerator is known as the ice box, insulated box. They put the ice in there, keep things cool. Okay, I got 3 different axes right here. And I talked about this one earlier, so I got 2 I haven't talked about. So young man right there, which one? Which one do I talk about? Hurry up, it's only a 30-minute show. This one? Okay. How many people got an old double bit axe laying around at home in the barn or the garage? Come on. I'm gonna make you a little bet. You go home and check it out, I'll bet you're gonna find out it's a little lopsided, and I'm gonna tell you the story about it. Okay, you got that axe right here. This side right here, my left, your right, that's the big side, okay? That side was used to cut the tree down, cut the limbs off, possibly peel the log, okay? Now, the other side, the shorter side, right here, my left, your right. That side was used for the roots, for the stump. Now, I don't know about y'all, but in our part of the county, you get down in that dirt a little bit, there's some rocks. So that means this short side dulled up quicker, got sharpened that much more, and that's the tail of the lopsided double bit axe. I always thought that was pretty interesting. Now, I'm only going to talk about one other tool, and it's this one right here. It might look like the most simple, but I'm going to tell you something right now. This tool right here had more technology at the time than the rest of these. This is the old-fashioned pike pole. This was used by the lumberjacks on the river drive. They'd be out on the water, running around those logs, breaking up log jams that would occur along the way. They'd have to steady themselves. They'd have to have sure footing. They'd use this pike pole to do that. So what they would do, they would jam it into a log. Here's the technology. If it slipped, it could be their death, okay? The technology's right here. It will not come out. And I'm not faking it. I'm moving that. You see it? It won't come out. But a simple twist, it comes right out. The technology was done by the blacksmith at the logging camp for each lumberjack, and that's right here called a knurl, a simple twist on the end of that spear, and then kept it like that, and that was a knurl, and that was enough to save a lumberjack's life. So each lumberjack got it done the way he wanted. Our boss, Mr. Bruce, he's got one, and I was doing this talk, and I didn't realize that his was twisted 4 times. Mine there is only twisted about 1.5 times. So anyway, a little bit of heritage, a little bit of history there, and I enjoy telling you about it. If you like to find out more, there's always the public library, local historical societies, or even that newfangled thing called the computer. Thanks for listening. We're going to get on with the rest of it here. Dale's going to bring out talk. Okay. Yeah. Did it cut out? Did it? One of them must have been working. Either that or I'm awful loud. Dale's bringing out the crosscut saw. Back in the 1800s, millions upon millions of board feet of timber were cut using saws of this fashion. This is an M-tooth. An M-tooth model, the teeth look like the letter M, and they also do the cutting and the raking. M-tooth saws are usually used for hardwood mostly. Now, they make another one called a peg and raker. The pegs do the cutting, the rakers rake the chips out. Those are used mostly for softwoods. How do you tell a hardwood and a softwood tree? Well, softwood has needles, and then hardwood has leaves, okay? Now he's putting WD on there because this pitch in this pine log grabs a hold of that pretty good. So Dale's going to show you some single bucking, and he seems rather excited about it too. So anyway, are you ready? He's ready. Here we go. Hold on. I know he's not going to work that fast, but if I hold this, it might get him going, you know. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Cheer him on, folks. That's really hard work, especially when it catches like that. He's about through. He's doing really well. All right, there he goes. And he got it. Let him hear it, folks. All right. That was the longest 10 seconds he's had in a while. Now, Dale is going to bring out the old-fashioned two-man crosscut saw next. It is a M-tooth model also, and two-man pulling that thing in unison can really cut a lot of wood. While he's doing that, we got any fishermen in the crowd? Any fishermen? Want to hear my fishing joke? Did you hear about the one-armed fisherman? He caught a fish that long. Oh, okay, so we go right here again, another M-tooth model. You see it's got handles on both sides this time. And he's starting to set the teeth a little bit. That song came to my mind. I've been working on the railroad, the way you're keeping the beat right there, you know. I have a lot of useless knowledge floating around in this head, and every now and then I just have to get rid of some of it. No comment. Okay. Tyler, are you ready? He said he was born ready. This is one of our friends, one of the carvers over there. He comes out and helps us out pull this saw. And I think I said earlier in the show, Bruce was under the weather and wasn't able to come. I took his place, so Tyler's helping us out by pulling the saw. So we're going to take it and show you how to cross-cut saw here, okay?
All right, take a couple pulls there, get a good two set. All right, now, we got a tremendous crowd here, and I think we ought to do something that might really impress these folks. What do you think?
Really impress them?
Yeah, I got an idea.
That's impressive. You got an idea.
Let's have a little race. See, Tyler's new at, no, that'd be a mighty slow race between the two of us. Tyler's pretty new at this. Sawing's actually my specialty, and I didn't make a very good cut in that single buck. I can do better. So I'm thinking we could have a little competition. Me with a one-man saw on this end, you guys over there with a two-man. What's the problem? What do you mean can't do it? Why not?
It wouldn't be fair.
It'll be fair.
2 against 1, that can't be fair.
It'll be fair. I promise. I'll slow down. Y'all want to see that race? All right, let's get some cheering sections. How many people here are going to be cheering for Tyler and Zach over there in the two-man? Not overwhelming. How many are going to be cheering for me with a one-man? All right, so you got your saw. I got to go get my saw.
Go ahead and get it. Wait a minute. That is a power saw. You know how to run that thing? You got to start it. You got to get a real firm grip on it. Firm grip, real tight. Then you got to pull that rope. That is not a lumberjack yo-yo. You got to get a real good firm grip on it when you pull that rope. That's right. Hey, whoa! If that thing should start, you'd ruin a good pair of trousers. Yeah, that's better. Okay, put your safety equipment on there. Always think safety. Those are well worth the money, folks, because I got the scars to prove it. Who's going to cheer for Tyler and myself on the crosscut saw? All right. Who's going with Dale and that steel chainsaw right there? How many of you people do not know where you are or where you came from? Some in every crowd. Okay, I'm going to yell 1, 2, 3, and you people are going to yell go. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Wow, you guys are quick. Yeah. You know, did I tell you you're one of the best two crowds we did? One of the two crowds we had today. That's for sure and certain. Easy for anybody else to say. Here we go. Wait a minute, mister. Hey, come here. We do not treat our equipment in that fashion. We're here to set a good example for the kids in this community. You never, ever treat your equipment like that.
Well, I got news for you.
What's that?
That ain't mine.
Hey, wait a minute. That's my saw. Shouldn't have done that.
Well, I wouldn't treat my equipment that way.
You wouldn't treat your equipment like that.
Set a good example.
Oh, gosh.
I want a rematch.
You want a rematch?
Right.
Is it just like that one? Just like that one. Who's going to go? Who wants to see a rematch? Will you grant him a rematch? You want to see it, do you? Okay, I'm glad you all agree because it's part of the show. It's going to happen anyway. Come on. Here he comes. Hold on, hold on. You said just like that one. Well, I'm telling you, mister, it's not just like that one. What is that big black thing right there? Yeah.
That's a turkey call.
A turkey call and a chainsaw? Does it work? How's that?
Okay, you here?
No, that's true. That's hard. Okay. Now, you got sensitive ears or little ones that can't cover their ears. You want to cover them for them. Okay? The thing is loud. So again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to have a race. Okay? Here we go.
Oh, nice hand for Tyler helping us out. Great job there. Thank you, sir.
And how about a big hand for Dale and that hot saw right there, ladies and gentlemen? All right, all right. Now the big question is, who wants to see somebody get wet? Great, we need a couple volunteers.
80.
You want to try it, young man? Who are you here with? Who are you here with? Is it all right with him? Okay, clean your pockets out, take your shoes and socks off. Anybody else want to give it a go? You want to try it, young man? Come on down.
No, you do it.
Take your boots and socks off. Clean your pockets out. Anything can't get wet. If you got any money, I'll hold it for you. Anyway, as I said, Bruce is under the weather. He was our log roller, so we did not have another person replace him. I only do my log rolling when it's frozen. Well, I stay dry that way. Cat Diesel Power. Come here, young man. What's your name? Alan? Turn around, look at the crowd. Say hi. This is Alan, folks. Where are you from, Alan? Holmesville? Okay, Holmesville, Ohio. Your name, young man? Luke? Where are you from, Luke? Chandlersville. Everybody say hi to Luke. Okay, what we're going to do, Dale's going to hold the log. You're going to sidestep down the log like that to the middle, like this. And remember, bud, it's our show. Okay. He's wanting to get in show business, I can tell. Anyway. Anyway, you're going to sidestep down to the middle of the second carpet. When your feet are like this, your left hand will be out, your right hand will be back. You look down at the end of the log. You'll keep your feet moving up on top. You got to keep them moving, short, choppy steps. Okay, head on over that way. Dale will give you more instruction. I should have said who was going first and second. Anyway, hey Luke, come on down. Come on down. Middle of the second carpet. Now turn around. Turn all the way around. Look out at the crowd. That way they can see the fear in your eyes. Okay, left hand out forward. Yep, right hand back. Look down at the end of the log. Keep your feet chopping on top of the log. Okay, there's one part of this I guarantee you're going to get right. I'll tell you in a minute. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, log roll. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. Ho-ho! And that was the part I knew he'd get right. You got the dismount down, now you got to get the rest of it involved. That's where you came off. Come on, try it again. Yep, 2 tries each. Okay, here he comes. Arm out, arm back. Look at the end of the log. Keep your feet moving. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, a lot better, a lot better, a lot better. Whoa! All right, Luke. Give Luke a round of applause, folks. Come on out, Luke. Okay, Alan, right? Okay, Alan. Walk right on out. Turn and look at your family. Wave high. Stay, get back that way a little bit. You want to stay in the middle of that carpet, the middle of the carpet. There you go. Left hand forward, right hand back. Look down at the end of the log. Keep your feet moving on top. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stay on top. Stay on top. Don't look at your feet. Don't look. Oh! Wow. You know, it's amazing how they can make 2.5 feet of water look like it's 8 feet deep. Okay, Alan, here comes your second turn. And by the way the sun's out, you'll be dry in about an hour. Okay, head on out. Middle of the second carpet, left hand forward, right hand back. Look at the end of the log, down where Dale is. Keep your feet moving. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Keep moving, keep moving, keep. Whoa! Hey, give both our volunteers a big round of applause. All right, all right. Well, guys, we really appreciate you helping us out. We got something here for you. Alan, this is for you. Luke, this is for you. Those are beaver biscuits. High in fiber, tastes absolutely terrible. One, no, don't try it. Anyway, give them a little round of applause for being good sports. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Great Lakes Timber Show. It's been our privilege to be here and perform for you. Thank you very much. Don't forget about our farmers and Larry back here in the House of Salt. Come back and see us when we on at 2 or 4 o'clock today. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye now. Wow.